Hey guys, so to say I am pumped for this video might be the world's biggest understatement because I have a big announcement to make. It's spooky season! I mean, I know I'm filming this at the end of August, but according to me, it's that time of the year. It's pretty much fall. The pumpkin things are happening. The horror things are happening. I mean, it's time. I'm so excited. I love getting to listen to all of my favorite spooky music, watch all of my favorite horror movies. I live in Orlando, so Halloween Horror Nights is starting in like less than 2 weeks. It's all happening, guys. So my favorite thing about this time of the year is having my Halloween playlist. I've been working on like this huge playlist for probably 2 years that I just keep adding stuff to throughout the year. Yes, I was listening to this playlist in like June and July. What are you gonna do about it? So first of all, this video is based off of that, so I'm gonna link it in the description. If you wanna go ahead and follow the full playlist, there's hundreds of songs on there. So narrowing it down to the top 10 best spooky songs was easily the easiest and hardest thing I've ever done because obviously I already have a handful of favorites, but to narrow it down to just 10, a lot of my pride and joys and favorites had to get cut, which breaks my heart, so just know that I'm definitely missing a lot of amazing songs when I do this video. So to get the full effect, check out the playlist on Spotify. But today, I'm giving you my top 10 must-have songs for the Halloween time of the year, and let's get into the video, shall we? So it was already hard enough to narrow this down to a top 10, so disclaimer, these are in no particular order, because I just didn't have the heart to do that. So the first track here is Gothic Girl by the 69 Eyes. I just feel like it's my anthem. Like maybe they wrote it for me, and that's really sweet if they did, because I didn't know about it. However, it's a really cool track, definitely one that I just like love singing along to, and it's for all my Gothic girls out there. And the next one here is just such a no-brainer that when I was typing out this playlist, I was like, well, duh, of course I'm gonna include this song. It would be an absolute atrocity if I didn't, and that of course is Black No. 1 by Typo Negative. Pretty much their entire discography is perfect for this time of year. They're such an essential band, but Black No. 1 is their most famous track. It's iconic, so definitely had to include that on my playlist. It would be wrong if I didn't. Just listen to the song if you haven't, and if you haven't, where have you been? Oh my god. But yeah, gotta have it. And I'm starting to notice a theme here, not only of like spooky songs, but also a lot of gothy things happening, which I'm not mad at. But the next song here is called Oh My Goth by Raised in Black. And I do want to give a disclaimer that with this artist, I love this song. Like this song, I have it on my workout playlist, my road trip playlist, obviously my spooky playlist. I listen to it constantly. I love this song. But I went to go listen to other songs by Raised in Black and was underwhelmed, to say the least. So don't get too excited. Maybe you'll love it, but I was very iffy about the rest of this artist's discography. I didn't know what to think. However, Oh My Goth, well, Oh My Goth, it's a great song. And so I know the next artist is going to be no stranger to all of my followers here on YouTube, because I'm sure a lot of you come from the Warped Tour and modern rock music world. So of course I have Ice Nine Kills, who's just a fully horror themed band. All of their songs are based off of horror movies. The band members dress up as different characters on stage. They've done such a cool job of making that like a year-round thing, which I adore. So the song I'm including is Thank God It's Friday, which is, as I'm sure you could guess, based off of the Friday the 13th movie franchise. And it's such a good song. It's the right amount of campy, but also really well done rock music that it just works. And the next one here is Black Magic by the Bloody Hammers. And this band seems to have like a really cool witchy vibe to them. The whole album that this song is from is really great, but Black Magic just so happens to be my favorite. They're more on like the rock music side of things, so I think they could really appeal to a wide audience. It's nothing too crazy that you could listen to this album year round and it wouldn't seem too out of place. But yeah, Black Magic is a great track. Next up, we got Horror Show by an artist called SPF 1000. I found this artist randomly just scrolling and perusing through my Spotify, and I was later informed by another friend of mine who's really into the spooky things that for him this was like a MySpace throwback band, which I did not know at all. I was completely clueless to that, but then I looked at the year that this album was released and said, oh yeah, that's MySpace era, all right. But I don't feel like I have to go too in depth explaining this track. It's called Horror Show. So you probably get the gist. Check it out and enjoy it. And what would a Halloween playlist be without the horror king himself, Rob Zombie? I had a bit of a hard time narrowing it down as far as Rob Zombie tracks go because I have many that I very much enjoy during this time of the year. But I decided to include House of a Thousand Corpses since that is also the name of one of his most popular horror movies that he directed. But I mean, Living Dead Girl, Dragula, you gotta have them all, truly. And here we go, guys, What the Night Brings by Wednesday 13. Now, if Wednesday 13 sounds at all familiar to you, it may be because the vocalist is also of the Murder Dolls fame, if you remember that band from way back when. But this is his most recent project, Wednesday 13. I actually saw them open for Cradle of Filth back in April. Like, what year was I in? It was great. And the last two in my top 10 are of horror punk royalty, and I just had to have them on this playlist. It would also have been absolutely outrageous if I didn't. So, Scream by the Misfits and I Was a Teenage Werewolf by the Cramps. Two amazing bands that just love that horror, spooky vibe, and they're iconic. I mean, these are iconic bands. Scream is probably my favorite Misfits song of all time. That's a bold statement, but I think I'm gonna stand by it. And I mean, same goes for the Cramps song. Those are my two top picks from those artists, so that's why I chose to include them. But of course, if you click the full link for the Spotify playlist, there are many songs from both of those bands. And there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 spooky songs for the 2019 spooky season. I hope you enjoyed it and maybe found some new favorites. So definitely comment below and share yours. I would love some inspiration as well. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Boo! Bye.